several decisions here that are, first of all, President Trump
Hello? Oh my God, I've been sitting here talking to myself the whole freaking time. Okay, so it shows that y'all can hear me now because the speaker's been turned on. Hello? I am so sorry, you guys. I am so sorry. I thought that my microphone was on the whole time and I've been sitting here talking to myself. Oh my God. Next time, you guys, please tell me that my speaker is not working. Oh, I want to cry. Okay, I'm good. I feel stupid now. I've been talking to everybody for the last, 30 minutes. Nobody has heard anything that I've had to say. What the heck? Oh my God. Oh, I'm going to become a drama queen now. Okay, no, I'm not. Okay, so anyway, what I was going over and stating and going over and showing y'all was that Trump has begun a crackdown here in the United States. There are 18 states that are right now. Oh my God, I got to go over all this again. There are 18 states right now which are not happy and are planning legal litigation against Trump based on the birthright law. The birthright law goes back to the 14th Amendment. So when we look at the 14th Amendment was created, if you go back and you look and you follow along with what I'm telling you, the 14th Amendment was created to, I'll show y'all again. It was created, let me go to my history here. Okay. The 14th Amendment was created, and I did some research this morning. It was also amended. So it was amended, I believe, 1920 to include everybody. But the 14th Amendment was added to the U.S. Constitution primarily to guarantee citizenship and equal protections under the law to formerly enslaved people after the Civil War. Then it was generally changed in, I believe it was 1920, to include everybody. There were 13 states which actually rejected the 14th Amendment. The reason that they rejected it was because they thought the 14th Amendment had been passed to punish them for starting the Civil War. So right now there are actually 18 states who are unhappy with the birthright thing. Now, what I was talking about a little bit ago was this one is going to be a hard law to pass for Trump and probably for anybody else, because of the fact that it does deal with the 14th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States of America. It would be going all the way back to 1920. This would be the first time that the United States Constitution would actually be changed. It would be going back all the way to when the 14th Amendment was created. And the reasons for why it was created was to protect African Americans who were no longer slaves and giving them citizenship in the United States. However, what happened is over time, we've had illegal immigrants come to this country who have had children in this country, therefore making themselves legal citizens because of their children and so forth. What I was looking at and thinking about last night was about people that have attained the age of 20 or more who have been in this country for 20-something years. In essence, I think that part is unfair because this is the only country that those people will have known. They won't have known Mexico or any of these other countries that they may have come, that their parents may have come from. What if they are doctors, lawyers, good people with good history? They're citizens of the United States. to me, it's kind of unfair to kick them out of our country if they were born here, even though their parents may have broke the law in being here. I don't think the child should have to suffer the consequence for the parent. That's my opinion. Now, I think that that if this law was created, that it would be something that should go forward from the date that it's put into writing forward. Maybe give amnesty to the people that have already been here in this country, because I don't think it's right to kick them out of this country, and it's going to affect thousands of people, millions of people. But everybody has their own opinions, and I'm of my opinion an illegal immigrant shouldn't be in this country to begin with. That's my opinion. I love you too, Heather. So anyway, I was telling you guys it's going to snow here. Supposedly in the next hour. We should be seeing a 1.5 inches of snow. So let me show y'all my weather. That's why I decided to put my stream up. Y'all can see I have a winter storm warning. My area here is winter weather advisory. Where am I at? I'm right here. I'm supposed to get a winter storm. So we have a winter storm warning. It says heavy snow expected. Total snow accumulations between 2 and 4 inches. Ooh, I'm gonna build me a snowman. Okay, so where? Cumberland, Edgecombe, Sampson, Wayne, and Wilson counties. From when? Well, I was looking at it and it said that snow should start around 3. But this says from 5 p.m. this afternoon till 7 a.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday. Roads and especially bridges and overpasses, will become slick and hazardous. Plan on slippery road conditions. The hazardous conditions could impact the Tuesday evening and Wednesday morning commutes. If you must travel, keep an extra flashlight, food, and water in your vehicle in case of emergency. The latest road conditions for your state you're calling from can be obtained by calling 511. So that is that for what is going on. This is here. I was showing y'all this one. 18 states are challenging Trump's executive order cutting birthright citizenship. So I read that to y'all. It says President Donald Trump, and I did read that to y'all a bit ago, but y'all didn't hear it. President Donald Trump's bid to cut off birthright citizenship is flagrantly unlawful attempt to strip hundreds of thousands of American-born children of their citizenship based on their parentage. Attorneys for 18 states, the city of San Francisco, and the District of Columbia said Tuesday in a law challenging the president's executive order signed just hours after he swore in Monday. Now let me tell you what, some of these had already pinned lawsuits against Trump before he even signed the order. You know, we're going to have, let's just put it this way, there's going to be a lot of fights in Congress because of orders that have been signed by President Trump. We all know it. They just can't seem to let Trump handle the government and get America to being great again. But on some of these, I did question that one as far as the birthright being born here in the United States. But then again, I've heard that you can't really go to another country, be born, and be claimed as a citizen. So, anybody know the facts about that one? Let me know. The lawsuit filed by 18 Democratic, note, I said 18 Democratic attorneys general, accuses Trump of seeking to eliminate a well-established and long-standing constitutional principle by executive fiat. The president has no authority to rewrite or nullify a constitutional amendment or duly enacted statute, nor is he empowered by any other source of law to limit who receives United States citizenship at birth. Well, let me see here. Can the president make laws? Let's look at this one up. Can the president amend the Constitution Constitution. The Congress proposes an amendment in a form of a joint resolution. Since the President does not have a constitutional role in the amendment process, the joint resolution does not go to the White House for approval or signature. Who can amend the Constitution? The Parliament. The present position as the Parliament under Article 368 can amend any part of the Constitution, including the fundamental rights, but without affecting the base structure of the Constitution. So, what power does the President have over the Constitution? The President has the power either to sign legislation into law or to veto bills enacted by Congress. Now, let's see how Article 14 came about. Article 14, also known as the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, was created as a direct response to the American Civil War, specifically to address the issues of newly freed slaves and guarantee them citizenship and equal protection, which was a key part of the Reconstruction era following the war. It was proposed by Congress. Note Congress, that word Congress, because what did we just read? We just read that President Trump can override Congress. All right? So, and ratified by the states in 1868, with the goal of ensuring civil rights for formerly enslaved people and limiting the power of former Confederate states to restrict those rights. So, what we just read, and I just read to you guys, was about what the president can do regarding the Constitution. So, he does have rights here. Hey, Richard! He can't do exactly whatever he wants, but he does have a lot of power. And by the time all of these things are done, President Trump will have won anyway. He's already won. And I don't think that he's going to do anything, to be honest, regarding the Constitution or anything else, which is not within his legal right. I'm pretty sure he's gotten some good constitutional attorneys involved. Oh, it's snowing! Okay, guys, so I see snow now. I don't know if y'all see it, but I see snow. There's little snowflakes flying around outside. See, look over here. If y'all look in this area, there's snow. I see snow! Okay, you guys, there's snow coming down. I can't wait. Do you want to build a snowman? I want to build a snowman. Huh. Okay, so it has a few pieces of snow that I saw. So anyways, that got me excited. It's starting to snow! Oh my goodness! Oh, you guys. Okay, so that was luck. I saw snow and I didn't see rain this time. Let's see here. Let's take a good look at the weather. Okay, so I want to go to... There are 2 weather alerts. One's a storm warning. And there's a cold weather advisory. It says very cold wind chills as low as 8 above expected. Ooh, it's going to get to 8 degrees here? Oh, we're going to be freezing. Hang on a minute, you guys. I got to call my daughter because I'm going to tell her something. Hang on. Because her heater is not working. What the heck? Just love that when that happens. 1 second. I'm going to put y'all on I'm back. So my daughter has no heater in her house, but she said she's fine. So now I got this worry about her because it's supposed to be 8 degrees tonight. I love snow. Not used to seeing snow here. I got everything I need. I ain't leaving the house. Let me see if my chat is sticking around today. Oh, yay, it is. Thank God. Because the other day I was looking and all the messages were disappearing off of my channel. Like, poof, magic, they're gone. So anyways, I'm excited. Today begins a new day for the next 4 years. And I'm sorry, you guys, I wasn't here the last few days. I had the flu. Or I'll say I had the flu. Today I've had just a little bit of a headache, but not bad. I'm sorry my sound wasn't working and y'all didn't hear everything I was saying because, you know, I talked to y'all for like a half an hour. And nada. Y'all didn't hear zilch other than the dings of the bell. My goodness. And there were like people coming in and out of the chat. I was watching them on YouTube and I was like, oh, today'd be a good stream. And then there's nobody. And I'm like, where did they go? Why are they leaving? I'm talking. And then, poof! I'm like, okay, something's wrong here. That's when I decided to check and see if I had sound. And no sound. And y'all wouldn't have known because y'all didn't hear anything. So you assumed it was a quiet stream. My fault, my bad. So what I was trying to say is this. Something else. I'm not having a fundraiser for my car. I'm going to do my best to get it paid off without killing myself over the next 3 months. That's a $600 nightmare per month for 3 months. Oh, Richard, you didn't miss island time because didn't do an island. Probably will do one tomorrow, but I didn't do an island today. I was going to, but I was sick, and I was going to upload them as a standalone video. But because I've been sick for the last 2 days, I didn't do any. I didn't do any islands. There was a 5.2, so I didn't do any. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry that I couldn't get away from having the flu. I was in and out of the bathroom for freaking 2 days straight. And then today I just have a headache, so I'm trying to drink plenty of water to make sure that I'm gonna feel better. Louisiana is getting slammed with snow. I bet they're freaking out. Oh, well. Oh my God, I lived in Louisiana. I never saw snow there. Jeez. They're having snow in Louisiana? And it looks like we had like a few drops of snow here and then it quit. My goodness, right after I said I wanted to make a snowman, it quit. Okay, come on, weather, make up your mind. Either snow a lot or don't snow at all. How can I threaten the weather? So what I also let's see here. Any other new news today? There is a new map out which shows water supply for 30 million Americans is at risk. 30 million Americans live in areas where surface water supply struggles to meet demand, according to a new assessment by U.S. Geological Survey. The report highlights alarming disparities, with a significant number of those affected by water scarcity residing in socially vulnerable communities. The assessment is a crucial part of the USGS's commitment to understand and reporting on water availability, a growing concern in the face of increasing challenges to this vital resource. As a study that looks at water supply, demand, and quality across the lower 48 states, it can help support informed decisions making a sustainable water management. Between 2010 and 2020, regions like southern and central High Plains, Texas, and Mississippi embayment, and the Southwest Desert experienced widespread water limitations. Seasonal drought and prolonged dry periods reduced water supply while simultaneously increasing demand, particularly in the irrigation and outdoor use. The assessment found that water scarcity not only affects ecosystems but also impacts millions of people directly, especially in regions with high population growth and agricultural dependent economies. Now this leads me back to a question. We know that Israel has a means to take salt water and turn it into water. So why can't that be done? There are means to take salt water and make it fresh water. And a lot of people asked a question that I noted about a week or two ago about why salt water couldn't be dropped on the fires in California. That is because salt water reacts on firefighter equipment and causes rusting and corrosion to the equipment that the firefighters have. So therefore, that is why salt water is not used in fighting forest fires. But, I don't know if a lot of people have looked into that. I just saw that question being asked by a lot of people, why salt water wasn't being used since the ocean was right there. And that's because it can damage the firefighting equipment. Hello to anybody and everybody. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. Started off the live stream very quiet because my microphone wasn't working. Now I'm pretty sure it's probably too loud. But hopefully one way or the other, y'all are hearing me today. If you've missed anything, make sure you go back. Yes, I've seen fireboats. Those are special equipment that are used to handle salt water. Yep, I know, Richard. But there's certain equipment. The firefighting equipment that's used on land is not set up to be used for salt water. Firefighting boats, however, are set up for salt water use. So that's why I'm saying there's differences here. And when the question was being asked as to why the firefighters weren't using salt water on land, it was because the statement was made that it would damage the firefighting equipment because it would cause corrosion and rust. So they had to use special equipment for different things. So is it still snowing there, Richard? Hello, welcome to everybody coming into chat. If you haven't, scroll back a little bit and you can see the update that I did a little bit ago. And I'll make this just a little bit bigger for y'all. I did my research into that question about salt water and fresh water and firefighters. And that is the answer that I found regarding that. So if I'm wrong, then the people that were putting out the information, such as firefighters, are wrong as well. My own sister used to be a firefighter. She was also a paramedic. And before that, anybody that doesn't like it, I don't care, she used to work for the government. Yep, there was a 5.3 in the Bismarck Sea, and there was a 4.7 in Taiwan. Let's take a look at the earthquakes that have occurred for today. Today being the 21st. There's been quite a few bigger earthquakes today. Today there was a 5.2 Mid-Atlantic Ridge. There was a 5.1 Southern Mid-Atlantic Ridge. There was a 5.5 in the Guam region. There was a 5.5 Southern Mid-Atlantic Ridge. A 5.5 New Ireland region, Papua New Guinea. There was a 5.0 Fox Islands, Aleutian Islands, which would be up here. There was a 5.1 in Taiwan region, which would be over here. You can see the 5.1. And there was a 5.3 in the Bismarck Sea, which is right here, and that one just occurred. You're a retired firefighter? Awesome. I used to work for the state of North Carolina as a traffic officer. Never worked for the government though. Just worked for the state as a traffic officer for the schools. Not a biggie. Did that for 7 years. Then went and became a security officer. And before that, I was in college. Hello, welcome back, Heather. So before that, I did college. I studied criminal justice, latent evidence, criminal justice technology, science, arts, and literature. Then I also minored in science. So I can't say I majored in it, I minored in it. But you know what? You have to continuously be learning. So even though I finished college and whatnot, I am continuously learning everything that I need to learn or need to know, so that I will always be up on what's new. You do not need to have a college education to become an expert or to become knowledgeable in whatever field interests you. You just need to have the time and the patience to learn everything that there is to know. In fact, I don't believe some of the smartest people in this world were college educated. Heather says, I hold 2 degrees, one in human development and one in human behavior, both masters. The way to actually learn something is to get out there, learn it, live it, and learn to know it. There are so many people that think that because they have a college education makes them the shit. It doesn't. It just makes them college educated. That's all. Okay, let me check Teresa's video. Alrighty then, let's do a video. It's video time. Whoops. Let's go back over here because I didn't get it in there. Alright, you guys, this is coming from Richard in Nova Scotia. That's a lot of snow, Richard. So yeah, I was thinking about that because, you know, I see a lot of people say, well, I have a college degree. And unless you're living, breathing, and working in that field, chances are you don't totally understand it. Oh, there's snow coming down again. I'm seeing bigger pieces of snow now. And it stopped. Come on, let it snow. I didn't get my white Christmas. Maybe I could have a white birthday. Yes, you guys, my birthday, like I said, is next Saturday. It'll be 5 plus 5. So that equals 10. Just joking. I'm glad I wasn't born on leap year. You guys, I'm a twin. I am a walking copy. Okay, so I'm 5 minutes older than her, and we're fraternal twins. And she's actually shorter than me. But we're twins. I have black hair, she has light brown hair. Happy early birthday, thank you. Yep, this is going to be a fun week because I'm excited about my birthday coming up. I don't know why. I guess because I told somebody, what was it, 2 weeks ago, they asked me for my age and I told them I just turned 50. And I remember I got a laugh out of that and I'm thinking, oh my God, am I getting dementia? I forgot how old I was. But that was fun. But yep, I will be 55. My birthday is January 25th. Guys, please remember to like the stream. That helps me to get other people to get interested. I might talk and hang out with you guys, but I also go over news, weather, and information. Oh, and you guys, after I did that last stream of the helicopters, and we were waiting for helicopters all day, after I got done with the live stream, there were helicopters everywhere. And then there were airplanes everywhere. And I was thinking, man, I missed it. Oh, you'll be 58 this year? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Richard, that was a lot of snow in that video. They're saying we're going to get between 2 and 4 inches. But if it keeps being one little piece at a time, I don't think it will be. They were saying that it should begin around 3:30. But the other thing that I read said it was going to begin around 5 and would last until 7 a.m. So we'll see. I didn't cover my car up with any plastic tarp or anything. I do know it doesn't like cold weather, though. That is a biggie. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do this. Oh, why am I opening that? Boy, I don't want to file taxes. Ha, you guys, I clicked on H&R Block. Oh my goodness. So, yep, if I'm not talking, then I'm busy looking up stuff for you guys. You just made pizza! Oh, I'm jelly now. I can't eat pizza. I'm on a diet. I'm dieting. So you guys know I have lost 10 pounds on my own. I did get approved for Ozempic, but they didn't approve me for Wegovy, and I've had a hard time. I put it in the fridge. I am not one to give myself shots, and I have actually looked at it, And then they're still trying to approve me for the Wegovy. Now, if I have to take shots, I think I'd rather go with Wegovy, because Ozempic is mostly for people who are diabetic, and I am pre-diabetic. So, I did put it in the fridge. I have looked at it. I have a problem with needles. So, ever since that doctor said that I needed to get down 10% of my body weight, I put myself on a diet. I see it and I don't eat it, so I'm doing good. The only thing I cheated with was some ice cream. And it didn't affect anything because, it was under a certain amount of calories for the day. So I was able to handle that. But so far, I have stuck to everything that is low carbohydrates, no sugar. And, I cheat a little bit with the coffee. But, I have a problem with giving up coffee. I'm not ready for that yet. I mean, there might be people out there that can give up their coffee, but that's the last one I'm going to have to give up is coffee, and I'm just not there yet. There was a 5.3 in the Bismarck C. Is that another 5.3? No, it's the same 5.3. Now, what I am concerned about is the west coast of the United States, and taking a look at the Juan de Fuca and the earthquakes that have been ongoing there. That is something to keep an eye on. Let me show y'all something, because I'm able to do this. Nope, we won't use that one. I want to pull this up this way, because I found a new way to look at earthquakes. So let's go over here, and let's go to earthquakes. So these are earthquakes that are going on right now. There's been 179 events, less than 2.5. There has been 24 events, and this is earthquakes in the past day. 2.5 and 4.5. Then there's been 20 events that are 4.5, but these are the ones that are ongoing now. So let's click on these. This one was on the 21st. It was at 7:19 a.m. and it was a 3.0. This is today. There was also yesterday a 3.2. It was at 4:57 p.m. Then we had a small one out here today, which was a 1.9. And it shows the depth on these, but this is the area where you have the Juan de Fuca. So I am concerned, as I am keeping an eye on this because of the activity we're having here. Then we've had some earthquakes down here as well. And this is Cobb County. Well, sorry, the area near Cobb, not Cobb County. And these are mostly zeros and ones. So we can see where we're having activity down here. Then as we move across the United States, we've had a 2.6 today. There has been a 2.7 today. These are both in California as well. There's also been a 2.9 and a 2.7. Then as we look over here in Utah, there was a 3.5. Now I noticed something the other day. Somebody had reported on it. I believe there was an earthquake, and I'm not seeing it here, but I believe that there was an earthquake in Louisiana. It's either Louisiana or Mississippi, and I remember thinking that that was strange. So let me look here real quick on Oregon Live earthquake map. So it was in Arkansas. It was a 1.82 which was in Lynn, Arkansas. It was on January 19th. And I remember thinking that that was kind of strange seeing that earthquake there, but they do get earthquakes in Arkansas. Then we've also had, on the 18th, there was a 1.8 in Connecticut. Then, of course, we have one here, which occurred on the 18th, and it was a 2. Still not seeing very big activity on the east coast of the United States that should have been expected from the 7 that happened on the west coast. So still keeping an eye out for that, because when that activity starts across here, it's going to go. There was also a 2.6 here in Pampa, Texas. It was 3.7 miles deep, and this one occurred today as well. So yes, I'm keeping an eye on what's going on the west coast. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. We need to be keeping an eye. Yeah, I thought that there was a 3.0 in Louisiana, but I can't find it now. Let me see here. Louisiana. L-O-U-I. Yes, I was correct. There was a 3.5 in Louisiana on the 18th. And I remember thinking that that one was strange. The last one, there was also a 3.0 on 1/6/2025. But see, before that, there was one back in 12/21/2024. So I'm guessing Louisiana does have earthquakes. But before 2024, there were none since 2022. So it skipped a whole year on earthquakes. And they're not like happen all the time. But I'm noticing the most earthquakes now. If you're looking at January of 2024, this is January of 2024. This was April of 2024. This was May of 2024. Then we skip all the way from May to the end of 2024. So skip almost 7 months to 12/20/2024. Then we've had 2 earthquakes for December and 2 already for January. So it is a bit unusual for Louisiana. And then that's my opinion. Thank you for pointing that out, because I was thinking Louisiana had an earthquake. But it is odd that it is not showing up on the Oregon Live earthquake map or on the other map that I was looking at. But it is showing up on EMSC. So I would say rare-ish. I lived in Fort Polk, Louisiana for about a good 3 years. And I don't remember any earthquakes during the time that I lived there. I loved Louisiana. I don't even remember snow. It might have gotten cold, but I don't remember snow in Louisiana. So if you're telling me there's snow in Louisiana today, that's weird too. Hang on, you guys. I'll be right back. I still have the flu. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry. .5 turkey? Whoa. Okay, so Turkey is still having, well, that's near the coast of Western Turkey. So, let's show you this one. This is a 5.5 near the coast of Western Turkey. And let's show you on Google Earth. Because this one is going to pop up here in a minute on Earthquake 3D. So this one is occurring over here. And this is a continental rift boundary here. This is Matamados, Turkey. This is Lesbo, Pyra. Now, gotta remember these are all the plates that meet up here. So we have a whole lot of plate, and this is a lot of plate boundaries that are going on that actually lead to all of the activity in Turkey. But most of those earthquakes were not in this area, so this is an earthquake. Could be foreshock. We're going to hope it's not. But it is 11 kilometers deep. And it says near the coast of Western Turkey. So I guess it's near the coast because the coast will be here. But it is water, and does show that EMSC does show that it is in water. Let's see. Lesbos, Turkey. So let's see a little bit about, this is Lesbos. Lesbos, or Mytilene, is a Greek island in the Aegean Sea that faces the Turkish coast. You can take a ferry from Lesbos to Turkey, and you can also take a day trip from Lesbos to the Turkish seaside town of Ayvalık. Things to do in Lesbos is visit the petrified forest on Lesbos, relax in the hot springs on Lesbos, go bird watching in Lesbos, explore the old town of Ayvalık, and visit Kunda Island. Where's Kunda Island? Maybe this is Kunda Island? I don't see it. That says Panagia. Let's see, where's Kunda Island? Did anybody see Kunda Island? I don't even see a Kunda Island. Let's see here. That's Albay Island. So I'm guessing that's Kunda Island because it says Kunda Island. Wonder what island that is. Yamurta, Glenez, Kyra, Kalis, Panar, Albay, Kunda. So this is Kunda Island over here. So I guess things to do is to go from here and visit this island over here. Interesting. Funny thing is they spell it Lesbos. even though it is spelled Lesbov. So, the lush green island of Lesbos, or Mytilene, as it is also called, is like no other Greek island, perhaps no other place in the world. It is the third largest of the islands in Greece behind Crete and Evia, virtually unaffected by the mass tourism that has turned other islands into amusement parks. Lesbos is the perfect place to visit for people who want to experience the real Greece. For the Greek island traveler who is worried about not having enough to do, Lesbos is a perfect destination with amazing food, beautiful beaches, pine and hardwood forests, rivers, and over 1 million olive trees. The island of Lesbos is blessed with award-winning beaches, traditional villages, more varieties of birds and wildflowers than anywhere in Europe, pine forests, medieval castles, scenic harbors with cafes and inexpensive food, restaurants, abundant fish, museums, including 2 of the finest art museums in Greece, hotels of every class and category. And some of the warmest, friendliest people in all of Greece. Lesbos has been a favorite location for artists, writers, and romantics. Its natural attraction includes a petrified forest and the unique hot springs. Health, including spas that are dotted around Lesbos. Many have been in use for thousands of years for rheumatism, arthritis, gynecological and dermatological ailments, as well as kidneys and gallstones, neurological ailments, bronchitis, and sciatica. Lesbos' wonderful landscape can be seen by donkey or horseback, cycling, jeep, or on foot. If you prefer to be on the water, there are yachts for charter and excursion boats in Malivos and Petra. So we're talking about this island right here, you guys. We're talking about this one. The numerous festivals held throughout the island of Lesbos are enjoyed and celebrated in their traditional ways, with the locals displaying their flair for dancing, drinking, and eating, hours on end, days on end. Now, the earthquake was right over here, so this is where the 5.5 occurred on this side of the island. If you can come to Lesbos in the spring, you will be amply rewarded with one of the most incredible displays of wildflowers and wild birds you will ever see. Lesbos is a main stop in the migration routes for European birds coming from Africa, and has an amazing variety of local birds. Do whatever it takes, sell the stocks, get rid of that second car, work double shifts from now until April, but make it a goal to experience the arrival of the spring in one of the most beautiful and alive places on earth. It's reachable by ferry or jet from Athens, and you can get great flights from the U.S. and just about anywhere in the world through Athens to Lesbos. The cost of the holiday in Lesbos is a fraction of the cost. See, I'm reading about the this website here. The stay there is recommended. 2 is better, and even after a month, you will still not have seen it all. Oh, interesting stuff. So, anyways. Now, just so you know, Lesbos is not a part of Turkey. So we have Lesbos here and Turkey here. This is part of Greece. So, interesting infos. Hope y'all enjoyed that. That was a little bit about that island. Can I show George? Yes, I can show George. George, there was a 5.5. There may have also been a 2.2 after that, though. Yes, there was a 2.7 and a 2.3. And the 5.5 has been downgraded to a 5.0. Downgraded, but y'all got to see where it said 5.5 a minute ago. So there was also a 2.3 in Nevada. So there you go. Interesting stuff. So, Richard, I did an island. May not have been very long, but I did an island. That one will not be uploaded as a video. Anybody wanting to watch it will have to watch the live stream. Okay, you guys, well, I have been live for 92 minutes. I don't see any snow coming down right now. I see little flurries coming down. If you're watching over here, you may be able to see flurries against the green of the tree. I'm just waiting for it to get major. George, is your EMSC broken? You're calling the Nevada earthquake a 5.3? It's okay. You probably just misread it. Let me see here. Let me solve this. He's talking about both. You know they're going to download that quake and keep downgrading it and downgrading it and downgrading it, which is disgusting. So anybody heard from Joe? Is he doing better? Because I haven't heard from him. I've been worried about him, but I haven't heard from him. Let's see here. Is there any way to make the camera brighter? It is brighter outside. Let's see here. There, that's brighter. Oh, I hope you feel better, George. I know what it's like to have a sore back. You'll give him a call? Thank you. I'd like to make sure he's doing okay. I didn't like his last message to me. It kind of wasn't good. Richard needs a volcano lung for world peace. So I don't know if y'all heard me when I said that I'm not having any fundraisers for my car. I am going to figure out paying off the car on my own, because when I asked for help, nobody contributed anyway, so, you know, I gotta figure out how to do this and get it done. Just means that the next 3 months will be stressful, but I'll live. believe it, Turkey's now having aftershocks. That one was an earthquake. And it was probably bigger than a 5. I expected it was bigger than a 5. Hey, did you guys see Trump go to church this morning? He looked tired. I'm pretty sure staying up until midnight didn't help. I don't know. I think if I was his age and I had to stay up until midnight, I'd be really tired too. But he was at church this morning, and yeah, that was different. He was at church. It was a national prayer breakfast, and I guess they invite other religions to come and say prayers. And he did look tired, but I didn't blame him. I mean, if you saw how much activity he did yesterday, and then he was out dancing last night. I mean, how much sleep did he get between getting up bright and early this morning to start a new day? Probably none. Okay, you guys, well, I am going to end my live stream. If there is snow, I will probably come back on live. But until it actually gets going really, really good, I think I am going to get off live, go make myself some food and something for the youngster, and be back later. If I am not back later, as long as I still have electricity, I will be live tomorrow. Anyways, you guys, George Mitchell, thank you for being here. Richard Smith, thank you for being here. Heather, thank you for being here. And everybody else who came and hung out on the live stream today, thank you for being here. I appreciated you being here. I'm glad we got to go over an earthquake in an island. Anyways, you guys, keep an eye out for what is going on in the world, and we will be back if something big happens. Anyways, you guys, remember, please hit that like button, subscribe if you have not, and share the video. Anyways, you guys, I love you. Remember to be good to other people and good to yourselves. Remember, tomorrow is never promised, and make each day an adventure. Much love. Huh. I just changed the screen name of the video so that you guys know.